Hey, I think hopefully I'm live on my, let's see. Um, see if I am live. Hi guys, I'm live on my, let's see. Okay, so I am on the right stream. Sorry you guys that I had to push it up. Um, Kooky things are happening. Welcome to WCIA Network. Hi Muffin Top, A1 Way Street. Oh, wow. Okay, so there's a lot happening here, and um, it's getting hot in the kitchen, literally hot in the kitchen for those that are involved. And I wasn't even quite sure I was going to go on with this, but I am, for the sake of the missing children and for Summer Moon Wells and for all the victims that have been touched by this evil. So, it's time. Everything I do and say falls under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. This is for the children only. This has nothing to do with anyone that I discuss, bring up, names, channels. It has nothing to do with them. This is all to tell the story the best to my abilities so we could bring justice to the children like Summer Moon Wells. Now, you guys, could you tell me what happened to the front of my station? I didn't see the live coming on my front page. Did you guys see it there? It was there and then it was gone. So I don't know where you guys were able to see that this live was up and coming. If you aren't a subscriber, did you see it on my front page? Because I didn't. I didn't. Yes, yes, it was there. Okay. Hi, Mary C. Sassafras. Welcome in. So today's presentation is broken into two. I'm going to actually start with the most urgent information and see if I get to the second presentation. It's another thing that this thing keeps doing, making all these creepy noises. Because the second presentation, I'm unplugging this, it keeps making that noise. The second presentation is more critical. Now, I am not saying it has anything to do with this particular person. I am telling you that I got my information through his channel. Okay? That's it. I got it through his channel, and it kind of freaked me out of the information that I was able to grab. So I'm going to put it up here and just get right into it quickly. It is sensitive information, and I want you to watch it with open eyes, open ears, and open third eye, because it's going to be, the information is going to be there. It was there for 3:30 a.m. Weird. I knew something was just strange. I'm going to show you information that is so clear to the group Do you guys hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you hear my voice? Tell me you could hear my voice. Okay, amazing. Told ya. I said in the beginning I didn't know if I should go on because I had some things happen today, and and this is the shit I'm talking about. All right. So I went in and I got this information. Did you guys hear me about what I said about Benny? Um, I got his information because I was getting Benny's information that I have when he was sitting in the leaves and the trees and talking about JLR. And he was talking about JLR, this guy, bounty hunter, um, and the two girls that were murdered when Gabby Petito was. Same week, maybe same day. No, you're not late, Jean. Welcome in because we're having a little technical difficulties, but we're on here. You guys just let me know when you don't hear me. So as you could see, I started with this photo, and if you look all the way to your right, um, that is the main element, what these people look like when they're completely done and sacrificed. That is what they look like. This. And there's no getting around it. This is what they look like. So this was the first thing that I saw, and I went to videos of his that were deleted. Yeah, Dog the Bounty Hunter, allegedly. But it's not about him. Okay, I'm going to show you how he has matching information in, to these cases, but there's deep fake, so we don't know who this is. It just comes from his channel, right? When I saw this, I'm like, I need to get on with this first because those who have been here, that doesn't look so nutty anymore. That picture to the right, because it's layered in three, that's what they do. They get covered in white with the red, and that's the face that they're handing over. And that's the face, and there's a little box with the little red thing in there, which is smiling face. This is the clearest I've ever seen it. And then that is the equipment to the left. So this video was never made it out because they said too sick to hunt. Well, it gave me the information that I needed to show you guys. Inside this house, you see the guys are sitting on the chair that has the equipment. It's white equipment with the silver and the hearts. This whole entire video shows the equipment. It shows what's going on inside these rooms. Now, this woman, I don't know who she is. I don't know if she died recently, but she reminds me of Molly Golightly. And Molly Golightly, her boobs change size every time she's on. I have a video of Molly with the smallest boobs, and then I have a video of Molly with big boobs, and then I have a video of Molly with massive boobs. The one with massive boobs now reminds me of this lady. And it's very strange, right? But they resemble each other to me within the roles that they play. It looks like Bullhorn Betty, yes. They all look the same, but yet that's the dog guy in the middle. But it's the elements that I want you guys to pay attention to. These are the elements. She is sitting in one of those fake cars. and she's in a hole in this fake car. To the left is someone being abused that is in that white thing with the red down the middle. The whole entire video shows really perfectly the Summer Moon Wells Missing Children's story. The people inside this video are sitting within the equipment that I've never seen so much, so close up and so clearly. It really is, you guys. Look at this. This here is the equipment that I have been showing you, I don't know, day one. And for some reason, it is crystal clear in his videos. Crystal clear. I want to thank the people that are sending me PayPal donations. I want you to know that I received them and I appreciate it to the bottom of my heart, and thank you. Thank you. This is Summer Moon Wells machinery. And you just go to any of my videos. Now I have 600. I have 6. Thank you for asking that. New here. So serious question. What exactly is the machinery? The machinery looks just like this. I have 600 videos that have gone over only elements here at WCA, and welcome in, by the way. Thank you for joining. Here at WCA Network, the only thing that we go over and focus on are the elements to these cases so we could bring justice to the children. And the machinery goes over the head and looks just like that. Now, let's see, any one of my videos will show it pretty clearly, and it looks just like that. I don't know exactly what the machine does, but this is the machine. This is what it is. And when I see that it matches, I pull it. Another part of what they do here is they dig underground, and they're beneath the ground. They're underground. And they lift these things up and down and go into the ground. Yeah, so thank you. Yeah, I'm going to try my best to pull up some other machinery for you as I go along, for sure. So this here is just like the digging here. So when I see digging and stairs and they're putting shit underground and they're pulling stuff up, I go right back to the videos that I have that shows them pulling these things and digging things in and out of the ground, and their skeletons, their heads, their boxes, their maroon boxes. And it's never anything outside of the elements that we follow. So in his videos, within his fighting, you could see that these people, he's underground. He's sitting in a hole and pulling something in and out. And the maroon steps give it away because they're maroon, they're white, they're green. So if you look by his head and go to the right, you see a white number 5, you see a green number 5, and then you're going into the maroon steps. It's you're never going to see me pull an element up that I say this is underground that is any other color. Like, I'm not going to show you something that is purple, orange. Like, I'm never going to say, oh, that's a purple, yellow, cream colored, tan number 5 box. They're always white, maroon, and green. I don't know why, but I don't pull them over as an element if in fact they don't match perfectly, which this does. So this is what these guys are doing, and it's just like this. So what they're doing to me, again, pulls in to the same people, same location, same information, same purpose as anything that I have shown here. Anything that I have shown. And here, I really wish, see that number 12, that number 12 jersey? Isn't there a number 12 jersey? Isn't that the number that the Idaho 4 was wearing? Idaho 4 was wearing during the party? Like these guys in their backyard, weren't they wearing? Wasn't he wearing like a number 4? I swear he was. Idaho, let me see something. Idaho Sigma party. Maybe it will pop up. So the Idaho 4, for, those that are new, they very much represent these sacrifices. I mean, truly everything that I have seen within these Idaho 4 murders and these kids truly, truly show the same thing and the same sacrifices as SUMMERWELLS and all the other children. Their detailed information, to me, is almost like a platform. It's like the platform of, there's a picture here I want to bring in, a perfect cookie cutter is what I see here in the Idaho 4. And the more I find videos like I just did with this guy, the more obvious it becomes that they are 110% ignoring the story. And they're 110% missing it. They're not getting it, and they're ignoring it. I don't know if these guys are protected. I don't know. But all I can tell you is the more I go over information that is so critical to solving these cases, there isn't, I would say that the Idaho 4 becomes stronger and stronger as the cookie cutter. That's what I know. And as I show you these rest of these pictures, I'm not saying that the police are involved. What I am saying is that someone somewhere is covering shit up. Because here's a great photo. Oh, no, wait, I don't think I could pull this over. Oh, shit, wait. Save as. I'm going to show you this. Desktop. I'll pull that in one moment. The more I see of these, it's really obvious. Now, I'm showing this, and no one has seen it like this before. You all are probably like, what the fuck is this? I am telling you, I know for a fact. So the people that are the guilty party that are looking and watching my video and they see this up here, guess what? I know what this is. And you guys have seen it in neon green. You've seen it many a times. It's usually a neon green stick. Usually is. But this was so crystal clear. I don't know what's wrong with this. So crystal clear in this guy's video. Okay, why is it keep doing this? You guys, it's bugging the shit out of me. That I had to put it in here. So understand, I know what this is. And for those that know what that is, it's going to become an extremely, extremely important part when they start to take this further. I mean, when the authorities start to take this further. This here is what is in his video. These are elements that go over the mouth. And if you notice the smiley face that is attached to the arm and the ring that is around the finger. Okay? This is when it becomes, this is the beginning of the presentation that's extremely important. This is the part that I need to get out, and this is the part that you guys have to pay attention to. His video shows exactly what I have been saying. It's a one-way window. It's a one-way reflective plexiglass door, wall, whatever you want to call it, that is used. The video shows them looking in and the other person trying to look out. The little window that you see there, that little doorway, the little window, matches the windows that I have been showing you that are in every video. His video shows it perfectly, and it shows the house in which this is being filmed. I'm going to show you how the house is identical to the layout of the Idaho 4 house, and to me it represents new construction like what I see in Ryan Up churches. I'm going to show you that. This guy is looking in. Now, when you look at this picture, this is exactly the photo that I pulled to the side from the Idaho 4, that creepy guy who made the video, and it looks like he's looking through a one-way window. You guys, it's exactly the same. You might as well plop the freaking Idaho 4 and everything together as what you see in this dog shit, whatever his name is, video. The guy on the floor that's looking through that window is the same situation as the guy looking through that window in the Idaho 4 case. That's what you see to the left. So those that are new, this guy did a video, and it was him discussing what's happening at the Idaho 4 house. And as he's discussing it, what is the number? You're funny. Number 1 is for people, I put a 1 in the chat if people see and hear and understand what I'm saying. because I work through my clairvoyance, and many times what I've noticed at the beginning is I would be like, oh my God, I see this, I see that, and no one knew the fuck what I was talking about. So now they put a 1 because it allows me to know that yes, they understand it, and yes, they see it. It's a real good way for me to make sure that the people here are seeing what I see, because everyone's reality is different, and you're going to see things differently as the person next to you, right? But when facts show to me, facts in my own thought process, nothing has been proven, right? This is all for entertainment purposes, right? The element has to stay the same for me to recognize that, yes, they see what I see. Sometimes I realize I could look at a picture and it's really green, but I see what's under the green. No one sees what's under the green yet. So I would look at a blank page and be like, holy shit, I see Summer. And everyone was sitting there being like, okay, we don't see Summer. So we don't see her. So it's been a learning process. It's going to be coming up to 2 years, but yes, that's what it is. Anyways, so here they're saying yes, because I showed a video. This guy did a recording, and what you see here is what you see on the bottom. So to me, these are the same rooms. This is a little confusing looking, but you see heads atop of heads. Benny Key's videos show it really nice, perfectly to the left, but to the right is from that guy's video from Idaho 4. That photo that you see from the Idaho 4's video, what you're looking at to the left, to the right, let me bring this in. Let me bring this in, is a form of what you saw in the first photo. Let me upload it. It's this little photo. Okay. So what you see there, okay, to the right is this, and now that is the Idaho 4, is the same thing that I showed you here. This one happens to be at the end of its sacrifice because it's covered in the white. This here is the 3 layers, but it's not covered in the white yet. That is from Idaho 4, and that is the same situation. It's layered in 3. And Benny shows the same thing in his video. So that is the same information shown differently. When I say layered in 3, when I used to show stuff like this, I'm like, there's a head on top of a head, blah, blah, blah. One looks like it's in the light, one looks like it's in the window. Well, now we understand it, because it is in a window and it's behind a one-way glass. That's what these are. They've never changed. Never changed. So this is Idaho 4. And in the little teeny corner shows that those girls are in the same room behind the plexiglass. No one has said anything as far as the authority. Good job, formerly MMK. Number 1. So the one that you see in the corner, on the left, those are the girls from the Idaho 4. They're behind the same thing. It's the same kind of a one-way wall with that door behind them, the window. But no one wants to recognize the fact that they are in the room with whoever did this video recording. They're not sharing the wall. They have the same kind of wall above them. This is what it looks like, you guys. This comes from that dog person's video with the little window in the back. That little window in the back, this is someone's hand. This is someone's hand pressing against the window. Pressing against the window, you guys. You have seen this many times. Many times. There is no difference between what you see in the upper left-hand corner than what you see in the bottom right-hand corner. Nothing. The upper left-hand corner comes from the SUMMERWELLS case. Same situation. Same. Oh yeah, Summer says the window, all of it. I said that window in her room down there, I'm telling you, it's in the interview room. That's a one-way window. The Watts had it. No one saw it because no one's looking for it. This is from his video. The room doesn't change. The information stays the same as far as elements. The scenery changes because they're using the green screen and these walls. And this is the fake car. They're in the fake car. Fake car. Notice what's coming out of his nose. I'm going to show that in the second presentation. Those little things that come out of their mouths and their nose. But this is the fake car that I tell you guys that they go in. This is it. And the guy is still in there watching from the window. All the way in the bottom left-hand corner of each photo is the same guy. I'm not layering it. This is how they layer it. They layer it. They layer it so they create confusion. And it's working because no one is understanding it except if you listen to me here on the channel. And it's even difficult if you pop in for the first time to kind of grasp it. It is difficult. Trust me. It's been this is going to be 601. Well, they missed the boat. I don't know if the interview room, I don't know what side he's on, but he missed it. Fucking missed it. The guy stays in the corner, and this now looks like, think about it, the Idaho 4 house. I'm going to show you. You guys, it's like the same setup. It's like they're at the Idaho 4 house. Notice the elements, the faces, the blood. This is the setup. This is the setup. This is the room, you guys. You could copy and paste any of my pictures that I have with that little window all the way. Remember, I'm like, there's always a red window. It's always in the back of this room. That's like the production room or something. I don't know. But these people are being brutalized just like the kids. And the window stays the same. The fake door, the pole in the head. It is the closest information I have seen ever. This is why I needed to get this out there. The guy doesn't move from the video. He stays in the reflective mirror, and the information gets more brutal, but it turns into all the elements that look really weird. But you guys know these are the same elements. The faces turn into that. This is what happens. The bodies have this white shit on it with the red hearts. This is what happens. And that's the door. Nothing changes. Nothing changes. As we get into these rooms, I want you to notice how they all look familiar. The way that they're producing them is a cookie cutter. Yes, she's being pushed into the glass. Correct. Look at how clear it is that this is a glass that he's looking into. He's looking into another room with a child. That's a glass, one-way glass window. It's a one-way glass window. It's plexiglass. This is what they make the house. This is what it looks like. These rooms. Notice the bottom, the faces that you see coming from the bottom, and then notice the windows on the top. I don't know why this is exactly like the Idaho 4, but this is the Idaho 4. And the house and the layout and the windows and this are the same. They're the same. They have heads coming out of the same place. They have the same 3 layers. They have the same windows. They have the same front door. It's the same. They've layered everything identical to what we're watching. Look. The left is Idaho 4. The right is from that dog guy's video. They stay very, very consistent, whoever is doing this. This is from his video. You guys, look at it. This is what their porch looks like in Idaho 4. Put white over it. That's the window with the porch. With the window on the top, the bottom, there's a sliding door. It's all the same. There is nothing different about the layout here than what you see in Idaho 4. Those girls are layered. They're layered in layers of 3. This is Ryan Upchurch's new construction. Now, I'm not saying that he's involved, but his new construction completely replicates what's going on here. Now, mind you, it's not in his house, like he doesn't have this shit sitting there, but it's being used. His new construction was used as a cookie cutter because the equipment and everything is in here. Like, look at the picture to the right. See the picture to the right? Do you understand that's the same white board that you see here in this photo? Right there, right here? Right there is the same thing that you see in here to the right. All of this wood and construction, all this shit that they show is identical. They're going into rooms. Look what goes on in these rooms. But the guy stays in the plexiglass with the window. And it's that window, remember I said to you, is everywhere. That window is in every scene. Remember, I said, you guys, the plexiglass window is everywhere. Now I get it, because it's the top layer or the bottom layer. It's always there. It's either the top layer or the bottom layer. It's either or. Look at this house that this shit is being filmed in. You guys, this is the equipment. Whoever the fuck is sitting there, to me, it's no different than the person sitting in that room with the Idaho 4 girls, period. To me, if they could figure out who is in the picture that took the video of the cops when they went into, I don't know what they were doing, the Idaho 4 shit. I don't even know when he was doing this. But this here, let me grab it. This dude here is the same thing. It's the same thing. I'm telling you through my third eye. I'm telling you I know. Am I muted? I mute, I don't know. I have to figure that out. But I just it's the same. It is the same. Am I muted again? So weird. 31. Okay. Oh no, I'm still here. No, I can hear you. Okay. So here you see to the left is from that dog's video. To the right is Ryan Upchurch's new construction. I don't see a difference. And I'm not saying that this is in his construction. I'm telling you that his construction was used to show the goddamn deep fake. Look at it closely. Look at the clown face in the corner of the room. In that little second square, all the way in the bottom left-hand corner is a little clown face. In that little second square. That clown face shows up. You guys, that isn't the Idaho. What you're looking at, that you would think that is that the Idaho 4? No. No. That picture's from his video. Pictures from his video. It's really difficult. It's really difficult to even imagine. But let me tell you guys something. This is all the same shit. And that little window is key. Because that little window shows up. shows up in every goddamn case, shows up in every person that has been sacrificed. Every person that is sacrificed. And that is the same setting as the Idaho 4. End of story. There's your bus. There's your bus with the windows. It's not a bus. It's yellow on the bottom, but they have all the windows on the top. That is why it looks like a bus. It's not a bus. It's just showing you the different boxes. The different boxes with the windows. They move with them. To the right, that's the equipment sitting in one of these rooms that they show in their video. That is the equipment. That's the equipment in that room. And whatever's on her back is the same red and white shit that's on everybody's back. But look at that guy. That guy's still sitting there. He's still sitting there. Doesn't move. He stays in the corner because he's behind the plexiglass. He has that same thing in his mouth from the guy who's from the Idaho 4. That is the equipment in this room. You've seen this before. You've seen this many times. Many times. Hope I don't hear this noise again, because I gotta plug this in. Just don't make all those freaking noises. Let's see. I think my computer, I think I need a new computer. Here is the fake car. There's the front seat. That guy is still there, but this is the fake car. And there's the window. And if you remember this scene, because I will be pulling this into all the videos from now on to show you guys how that little window is always there, but they camouflage it. They use different things to camouflage it. This is what we see all the time, this bloody shit. It's like shiny. This is, I'm showing it to you because it's a real close-up, and it's in all the sacrifices. This is like what they look like, unfortunately, but that's what they look like. This is one of the rooms. And there isn't much to say other than there's no difference what's going on here than what you guys have been seeing for the last, it's coming on 2 years. It's coming on 2 years, you guys. And whoever is doing this and whoever is in these videos, they're in the location. They're in it. I mean, long live summer present. This video was pretty huge find, because I will be using it in all of my information that I'm going to be moving forward with. the guy that sits in that corner, the house, the people, the elements, everything about it goes all the way back to June 15th. It goes all the way back to June 15th. I'm going to be bringing in this video and the photo, because it's time to go over this a little bit. I'm going to see how far I can get into it. The photo down to the right, I kept way back from June. The reason I kept it is because at first I was like, is that my phone? Like, is that my phone that's reflecting in the darkness? But it wasn't. And I didn't really recognize or go back to this until the picture of the Idaho 4 came out of the car. I'm like, that's the same phone and situation that they're showing as I saw in Summer Moon Wells. Now, why is that important? Because it's part of the photo. And the photo is just like the guy's reflection right here. Right there. There's no difference, you guys. Whoever is creating this information is creating it the same way. What you're looking at here is the same thing that they're trying to have you believe here. No difference. Different picture, that's it. All it is a different picture. Nothing more. Right here, this is the stuff I said I was going to bring you apples to apples again. This here shows you, I'm always talking about how Michael Vaughn had that hole in the ground in front of him with his milk jugs. I found the photo. Now, these photos came from their local news station. And I'm always saying and telling you how it's the same as Summer Moon Wells with that fake milk jug behind her with that information. This is the clearest and best information I could show you of Michael Vaughn and Summer. And this to me is the element that shows the best as far as how they're identical. Here it shows the milk jug. They have the same thing going on in their photos. And no one has talked about it. This is the same information. Michael Vaughn, Summer Moon has the same little hole in the ground right under that jug. It's right there. Yes, and he had pictures of it. It was in the photo. His milk jug photos weren't, it was just him laying on his bed. It wasn't a bed. I saw right through it. Even Summer had that blue little tip. Look at the middle photo. How I once said, oh, Summer has that little tip on her fake milk jug. That's the same blue tip as Michael Vaughn. It's the same. Those two kids in the same situation. Look to the left behind Summer Moon's head. You see, it's the situation. I'm bringing you guys back here for a minute. So this little girl, this was a presentation I was supposed to show you, but I came across that other thing and I took that as priority. This is the apples to apples to my elements 5, basically. This is the one that I said I believe is SUMMERWELLS. It says long live summer, and this is the guy that I said matched the guy in the food truck. To me, it's a slam dunker. To me, they match. To me, they match. Spiritually, I could feel the way that they hold their face, the way he's holding his hand, the way he has on a rain jacket in both photos. He's got the same kind of a jacket on, if not the same jacket. But I feel as if this is the same person. And I'm not just talking by looks, I'm talking spiritually. Spiritually feel it. This truck here, this is my apples to apples. I showed you before, and I'm like, this is the truck that they really should have looked for. This kind of a red truck with the white thing in the back, I've been following since Summer Moon. But the one all the way to the left, I wanted to show you, that's from Rosemary Bly. All the way back to Rosemary Bly's case, who doesn't know, is Summer Moon Wells's aunt. Aunt, who went missing. Her information is the same. And I wanted to bring this in because this issue here of this little girl that looks just like Summer, I really am praying that it gets recognition, because the little girl in the video isn't here. Like, this isn't even look like her. In each picture of the child, the teeth change. The teeth change to show Summer Moon Wells's teeth, with the 2 that are rotted and the rest aren't. It's identical. This here, these photos, her teeth change. These might be white, but I didn't want to mess with the photo. I didn't want to do anything to it. This is what she's showing up close and putting to whoever's videotaping her. And this stuff that she's showing is nothing more than elements that we've been following. What she's showing you in her hand is the tube with the green face on it. It's whatever she put in her mouth the day that she went missing. And this I showed you. This is the bar. This isn't the bathroom. There's nothing about this that screams a child is standing in a shower. Nothing. So that's why I went back to this video, so I could show you apples to apples. Here's Summer. There's no difference between the photo that you see to the left as to the photo you see to the right. It's the same situation. It's the same sacrifice. All they did was use a different deep fake cover-up. These number 5s, the one to the right, is from the Idaho 4. I don't know why someone thinks that this is a normal thing to see under a hood of a car. But when I first saw this and I couldn't find the one to the left, I'm like, those are just symbols, because everyone has a different shape of a 5. To the left is what I get off of Benny's phone. Many times Benny shows the electronics behind it. I don't know, someone puts it in his phone, but that's what it shows. And those are just different shapes, that people use over their heads. Now, when I said machine, this is the machine. So if you look to the left, to the new guy who asked, if you look to the left, you'll see that same L shape that's over these different shape heads. That's what I call them. That represents the same thing I showed you that was the machine from the other presentation. It just happened to be a real one in the car showing the machine with the real person's head attached. This is done electronically and it speaks to them on the other side. So what you see here, when Summer went missing, the night before she went missing, we all have this photo. Everyone's photo is different, probably because it's a different version. People fuck with the photos, right? But what you see to the right, to me, is Summer Moon holding that, showing it. She's holding it. And the teeth are all rotted in this photo. Where the girl in the photo, in the video, she doesn't have teeth like that. It's so obvious that it's just not the girl that they say it is. Apples to apples, I showed you and I said that that was Summer Moon, standing by the box where they put the head in. That's the layer of 3. Look at how that's layered in 3. The picture to the left is from Candace's photos. And it's the same kind of a box with, see how that box has a wheel on it and then the head sticking out? It's right there. She always has this shit in her photos and it's right there. That's the same situation as they're showing to the right. I believe that is Summer Moon. I do. Now, I wish I didn't cut his head off. That is Benny on the left-hand side. Benny, what's in Benny's mouth and face, as well as that little star, is the same thing and matches Summer Moon in the bottom right-hand side. What Summer Moon is showing, what Summer Moon is in, is the same thing that is being superimposed and shown on Benny's face. Look at Summer's mouth. Look at Summer. That's Benny's head. Sorry to say, but it's the same thing. And Benny also has that star next to that thing. Summer Moon, that is her star. That is what her hubcap looked like. I'm telling you guys that there is a direct relationship to it, because those are not, everyone has a different hubcap. They have a little wheel. Don't ask me where these things go. I think they go underground, but this is Summer Moon Wells' wheel. This is Summer Moon, and it's being replicated on Benny's head. Period. This is the Summer that we don't know. This is not the same Summer Moon that we call Summer. This is a Summer Moon Wells missing child, but this is not the same Summer that we've been introduced to. This is a different one. This is a different one. I feel it. I see it. I know it. There's more than one. What you see to the left-hand side with the person standing in the box, I'm also comparing and showing you because I filed the Beeston Bunch and the Kents. That is them. Moving over Easter. Same situation. All the same. It's on a box with a smile with those little houses on the top. Same situation. I was trying to find, and there it is. This is when I found the photos of them in the bushes, and it's in this presentation. I was creating this, and then I'm like, whoa. And then I created one just with that, I don't know, his name is Dog Hunter, whatever it is. Um, but I went to go find that red thing that he keeps in his garage because that's the same equipment as you see to the right, even though it's bright red. Now, I wanted to make sure to bring this part in because when I say there's these heads in these cylinders attached to the top of the machine, this is some, they're going in cement. Um, I don't know exactly what they're doing, but they're using cement, and this is what they're doing. And somehow it's going in these containers, right? It just is. And the machine that I just showed you over here, not the machine, the bucket, look at the bucket on the left-hand side. It's little, but I've shown it before. Those are very precious. And Upchurch, in his construction, one of the things I have a whole file on is the equipment and the machinery that's stuck up in the ceiling above his head. And that is the equipment. And his mom, who is to the right-hand side, is showing it as well. His mom, since they got in this fight, it tells the whole entire story of these children, by the way. The whole story. So I don't know what's going on over there, but all I could tell you is the mother shows a shitload of information. And those elements that you see that's supposed to be her mother, to me, actually looks like Aaron Carter, basically. I don't know who that is, but it started out as his mother, and his mother's connected to really important information that is in his freaking ceiling in his new construction. It's what it is. It's a match, guys. So either they're playing a game with all of us and they're all in on it, or they're not. Here are the boxes, and these are the windows. I want to show this one more time. That was Summer Moon Wells's one-way window. Do you see the right is from the Idaho 4 one-way boxes? It's all reflecting, you guys. Look at the reflection. So now you're going to see it differently. You're going to see it. You're going to know. You're going to understand that this is done this way. Oh, you guys are so welcome. So Summer Moon laying in this car really told the whole entire story from the beginning. What you see to the left to me is Summer Moon. What you see to the right is her box, her clear box with the box in it, and it's the same thing that you see to the left. I believe Summer had a blue jacket on with pink pants. Blue on the top, pink on the bottom. And that to me is Summer Moon. Both of these. Here's a photo that cannot lie because it tells you the truth. This shows two children. And it shows a third standing in the front in the small little box. The most critical information is always the one in the smallest box, and you could see it. All you got to do is take a screenshot and then put your magnifying glass on it. This is Summer Moon Wells. There is your red Toyota truck. There's the machinery. You see the green, the maroon, the white 5 in the back, which matches Kylie Rodney's green, maroon, and the white 5. This is her freaking sacrifice. It matches all the way down the board. all the way down to everyone's sacrifice. Look right by the truck, the little green maroon 5. It's green, maroon, and white. Look under the tire. Look around the tire. Look at the dump truck. See the green? You see the green dumpster? The same green dumpster that's in the other videos. It's a green dumpster. Green dumpster. What you see here in Summer Moon Wells' photo is no different than the Idaho Ford's car or the car that you see on the Wells property. They're all elevated on these tracks. Every car that is involved in these things is fake, and they're being photographed elevated. They're even, look at, they're not even, they're in on an angle. It's, look at the guy's holding his hand. How is it that that photo made it on all the news stations and no one said anything? You guys, it's so obvious. It's so obvious. It's the dumbest photo that everyone believed. So here's the maroon, the green, and the white. This was at the vigil. This was at Summer's vigil. What you see here is the same thing as what you see here all the way in the back by the car. This here matches Summer Moon. That little girl that you see standing in there is the same person wait, there we go, same person that's standing in the smallest of the smallest photo. I believe there's 3 of them. This here, she's connected to that white thing on her head through her body. I don't know what that is, but this is part of the equipment. And then all the way in the back, I showed you the other day, all the way in the back right-hand corner is a person in the machinery that I showed you. Summer Moon. What you see left-hand side with that stuff, I told you that Gabby Petito and whoever this guy is that she's with, this was a sacrifice. I don't know who this is. I don't know what went on, who else died with them, but they have the same equipment on them, and this has been shown, but what I'm showing you here, it's the same story as Summer Moon Wells. It's the same information. It's the same sacrifice. It's part of the equipment that is shown all the time in Benny's videos. That's the bucket. It's a bucket with the number 5, with the locket on it, with those little bars. Period. You can't tell me else anything other than that. Sorry. This is the car. This is the setup. This is the setup. This is Summer Moon. This is what it looks like. You guys could close your eyes and put yourself and look and think about the Idaho 4 kids they're at the party standing just like that, like they're standing like fake people. They stand the same way. That's what they look like. I might see it really quickly because I see it through my third eye as well, right? These little tires, even though you're going to say, oh yeah, that thing is just in front of the car, but I believe somehow a little tire goes into the big tire. I don't know what they do, but tires are involved. The trucks are involved. What's under the truck is involved. And here they are with the cement, whatever they're putting in here. This is part of the sacrifice. You could see it. I see it. I saw it months ago. And all I could do was send shit in. And here's the equipment. This is part of the equipment. It all, there's different parts of it, right? This here comes from here. This is where it comes from. This is the clown. This is the clown's face that I believe matches up with the dog eye. With the dog eye. Look closely. Look at the sunglasses. Look at the way the machinery is with the face on it. Watch. What you see, you guys are not going to believe this. What you see to the left is Molly Golightly's kitchen. This is her kitchen in one of her last videos. Her kitchen is the setup of the equipment. What you see to the right is the clown's face that I showed you the other day with all of the equipment. The clown's face is all the way to the left in Molly's video. Look all the way to the left. Page 41. I am going to bring this in so I could show you how the clown face in Molly's kitchen matches this whole situation. Let me grab it. I think I got sunburned today. Wait. Here it is. Let me crop it and show you. Now it might be a little blurry, but this is, so this here, you asked about the machinery. I'm going to show you this. I'll save. You're going to see this same machinery that's here in her photo is the same machinery that I showed you with someone's head actually in it. Let me crop this. Okay. Nope. Screenshot. Come on. Everything, it's so funny. Everything takes longer than you want it to, but it's really actually not that long. Okay, here it comes. Present. Right, page 41. Look. How freaky is that? That's the clown face. That's the machine that I showed you in the car. This is the machine. And this is Molly's kitchen. It's Molly's kitchen. How crazy is that? And that's the clown face. Nothing changing. There's nothing changing, you guys. So I want to show this also because most people, a lot of people are new. That way back in the beginning, I said, Grandis has this shit coming out of her head and she's with Summer and she's got that same thing attached to her head. Now that we know that the head goes in the corner, I want to show you how nothing has changed. I want to show you how this machinery matches up to today's machinery. That's Benny in the corner with his head connected to the same thing as Grandis, okay? This hasn't changed. None of this has changed. Where you see him laying in the corner is the same information as you see here. And this we got in Summer Moon Wells up in Appalachian. I think it was up in the trees. What you see here in the trees, because it really wasn't, is the same equipment that you see here. So it's not in the trees. Wherever they have it, it's just the same equipment shows up on individuals. This is the fake car. This is the fake car. And that is the fake car. So this is apples to apples. What I've been wanting to show you is Benny's head in the corner down in that basement thing when he had his head in the corner and he was holding Summer Moon's poster. There's no difference between the left and the right photo. They're both in the fake car. That car to the left is the same fake car that he gets in on the right. There's a sunroof, there's the little thing. It's the same thing. The only difference is I captured what's underneath the deep fake. That's the only difference. And really what's under the deep fake, that's the deep fake, it's this. That. They're layered. Same. It's the same. That's what's under the fake car. Kylie Rodney was in the same thing with that same little hook right by her head. It's the handle sticking up. Fake. Fake car. This is when I saw what I saw. You guys, when I went to these photos, I'm like, I see those girls' death. Like I see those girls who died when Gabby did. Look at this photo. This is supposed to be Benny. If you look closely to this photo, the one with the glasses, that's really in there. but it's that dog guy's face over Benny with that green blanket. Look closely. Look closely. These are layered photos, right? These are layered, but it tells the whole fucking story. The girl's death. The girls are all the way in the back corner to the right. I'm serious. This is serious. Let me grab this picture out, 47. This is the most serious thing, and that's when I'm like, holy shit. Who's this dog guy? Because this photo is insane. Let me crop it. I want to show you two separate things in this picture. Duplicate. I need you to see a close-up of this dude's face who isn't Benny anymore in here. And I want you to notice the green cloth. That one. Let me duplicate this one. Oh my God, do you guys believe I have a dinner reservation hour and I'm like in my workout clothes still? Okay, let me cancel girls. Okay, I'm gonna crop the girls in the back. You're not gonna believe this. Okay, the first thing I want to show you, I want to bring in this dog guy. I don't even know his name because I don't really know who he is, because for all we know, he's Benny. We don't know anything. Nothing. You don't know anything because you don't know who's who. Oh shit, I think I have to turn him into PDFs. Ah, bless it. That's what I liked my other format because it was so easy. Where are they? I have to turn these into PDFs. Bless it. Export. Wait till you see this. Okay, I've exported that one. Fine. Export this one. I don't know how people can't do this if they don't know computers really well. Oh, that's JLR in there. Actually, I'm going to show you this. I'm going to get this one first. This is the most important one. Girl. This is moving so slow. Where's his face? Oh, it turned sideways again. Well, I'm going to just bring this in anyways. I don't understand why it turned sideways. So bizarre. But you could see his face in the middle. I'm not going to bring it in. Maybe I will. Let's see. It's going to be sideways. I don't know. I have to figure out why it's doing that. It's really bizarre, but I'm sure obviously it's a setting. Okay, this one. See how he's in, that's the dog guy. He's in that green thing. See? It's just like a weird thing. And there's JLR and there's the two girls. Okay? This is Benny with his head sticking out of that thing. This isn't Benny, you guys. I don't know who this is, but the information that he has here in the ceiling, these are all elements. It's the same information that Ryan Upchurch has in his ceiling. And this isn't the Benny we know. But the information here changes. This is the truth. This is the truth. This is the truth. This is someone's head coming out of the fucking machine, connected by those white things. As long as he's naked, I'd still show it if I had a picture of him naked. This is as close as you could get. This is someone's head connected to the white machine with the maroon number 5 behind him, and he's got those white things coming out of his mouth, his nose. It's like he's on a feeding planner. Like that's like what plants grow out of. That's his head. This is what this video is showing. This is what this video is showing. Look at the bottom of the picture. He's coming out of a white planner thing, which is the machine, connected to these tubes, and that's not Benny. We don't know who this is, but you see those girls in the smallest of the smallest photo? Whoever really is behind these photos knows what happened to those girls. They know. They know what happened. Behind Benny are the holes in the wall. Those now become the boxes. They're the boxes with the frames. And this is someone that got murdered. They've got a thing through their hand. Their hand, that's what's underneath the deep fake, you guys. They have a thing through their hand. Does that wall say summer? It does. Look behind him. Doesn't it say SUMM in the brick? Look at the brick. Doesn't that say summer? It's SUMM. This video scared the shit out of me. Look at this. This guy was murdered, whoever this is. Look at, he has a thing over his mouth. This isn't Benny. He has one of those things over his mouth that I see in the videos. And he has that thing on his face. This is serious shit. It's not the Benny we know. Look at the picture all the way down to the right. See that mask on his face? That's the mask I show you guys all the time, especially in the Beeston Bunch. And notice on the left-hand side, now you have the frame. You have the metal frame with the window. Everyone has one. Everyone has one. Now, that is supposed to be Molly to the left. I want you guys to recognize and look what's behind her. That photo of Molly, she has the same information behind her. Wait till you get a load of this. As these two photos, as well as her. This chick is in the same freaking place as Molly and everybody else. I kept this photo because I'm like, she has the number 5 boxes all around her. They're above her, they're all around her. And she has the shit coming on, all those strings coming out of her. It's not her hair, and her eyeball looks weird. It's just covered. She has the same information as Molly, as well as Benny. And the picture all the way to the right was one of the streams that Benny did with all these different people. That girl is one of the friends of the Idaho 4. She's the girlfriend that everyone was looking into. They're like, something's wrong with her, blah, blah, blah. This is the girlfriend from the Idaho 4. Yep, her eye, something's wrong with her eye. This is that girl. She's Dylan. But she is standing in the same location as Benny and Molly. It's the same. Show me another place that has shit above you that's number 5s and is located in the same place as your head. Same thing. Check this out. All of this guy's videos, to me, go hand in hand with everything I've been showing you. Everything. This guy's face with Benny. Look at Benny now on the left-hand side. He's like coming out of the cement. You guys, this is all the same location. The clown not only has the same kind of glasses, but they're coming out of the same green coat. It's like they're in the same situation. The clown is coming out of the same coat to cover him. So you just see the head. They're coming out of the same thing. Their heads are coming out of the same situation, you guys. There's a clown face right next to Benny. You guys, these are all connected. That is supposed to be Benny. That comes from Benny's video to the left-hand side. Benny's information matches this green coat that has the clown face. It does. It's the same information, you guys. It's the same information. I don't even know how else to tell you that. There's no difference. They're representing and speaking the same language as each other. This photo and these photos and this photo speak volumes to me. volumes. This one. And fuck, this one does too. All of these. It's the same information. Look at these pictures. Really look at the details of what's going on here. It becomes so much clearer as I show you consistency in the elements. Consistency in elements is what is going to crack this shit open. Because it's not the people behind it that I focus in. I say Benny, but we don't know who Benny is. Benny just showed 10 different faces. What we do know is these are elements. And they're consistent, and I keep showing them over and over. What we do know is that when I say, now you know machine, and then when I say, aha, that's the guy who has the machine on his head, and then I show you how it's in here and going back. Molly's kitchen, you then see it, but it's not like it was, see, there's same. It's not that it wasn't there before. This machine here with the thing on the top is the same. Same as this. Same as this. And it doesn't change. It stays the same. And they may put it in different situations. Look at this picture of the car. It's such a fake car. You see the number 5 coming out of the ceiling of the car. That's not a sunroof. Like, that's not a sunroof. It's fake. He has the number 5s above him. That's what I show consistently. We don't care who this person is because we'll never know until the authorities figure it out. But this is the same situation. And there's the clown face right there, right in the middle. And look to the right. There's a lot going on here, you guys. There's a lot. See how Benny's eye is actually the window? It's the door, it's the window, it's always there. It's always there. Here, his head's next to the clown in the little square. Above him is the same thing you see in Ryan Upchurch's fake whatever. Here's the head on the white thing. We don't know that, Benny. We don't. So that's why I stick to the elements. I have to. Because my elements don't change. That thing on his mouth doesn't change. I have that on all the victims have that. They have that thing on their face. They have the thing on their eye. They have all of it. Once in a while, we get lucky and we see clearly, clear photos. And these 5s in these situations are the same as this Dylan girl. It's the same, you guys. So is this clown. It's really all getting pulled together. And it's showing the same story. And it's telling the same elements. It really is. Yeah, that's a metal bar over his mouth. Yes, it's a metal bar. It's a metal bar. What was this? Oh, that's the machine, see? All goes back to this. You guys, that's my story. And I'm sticking to it. This is the summer. This is the summer. This is the Summer Moon Wells Missing Children's cases, and which covers all the cases I talk about here. All of them. I really, really hope that justice comes soon. And I'm just going to keep showing these elements over and over. This is Molly Golightly's kitchen. That's what I have to say. No one ever talks about anything that I say. None of these channels recognize the fact that these are in their videos. It would help bring justice because they're in your videos. You guys, thank you, Muffin Top. Thank you for being my wonderful mod. You guys, thank you for being here. And please subscribe if you haven't. It helps grow the channel, or become a member. God bless you guys. Thank you. May justice come soon to these children. I'm waiting. Justice comes when we tell their story, but they really want to see the story recognized on a big platform. Good night, folks. I will talk to you soon again. Good night. Welcome, new subscribers.